enjoyed having a visitor last week, and
上周我们有个访客，还记得吗
Min was very helpful. So this week we're going to make chocolate brownies.
哇，巧克力布朗尼。
That is a real favorite for me. Do you like chocolate brownies?
Oh, everybody loves it.
Everybody loves chocolate brownies. So we're going to make them today. So we have all the ingredients here. Salt.
盐。
Baking powder.
今天会用到的泡打粉。
Walnuts.
哦，那个核桃碎粒。
核桃。
But you chopped them already.
Yeah, chopped walnuts. Little vanilla flavoring.
香草香精。
Brown sugar.
红糖。
Some eggs.
鸡蛋。
Chocolate.
The main character.
Yes, there we go. This we've used baker's chocolate, but we've already melted the butter into this already, so it just makes it a little easier on camera. What else we got here? And then
这巧克力我们今天选用的是这个品牌的，然后我们刚才郑老师说的是已经融化了的巧克力和黄油。
And then we'll put icing on it later, which we'll make out of a little more butter, I think. The fries cocoa. And icing sugar, which I have in another can.
This is crystal cocoa?
Yeah, I make hot chocolate. Oh, there's chocolate brownies on the cover. Look at that.
Oh, so this is for the top?
For the icing, for the topping, yeah.
哦，这个巧克力粉呢 ，cocoa 粉还有这个冰糖粉呢，都会是用作最后呢装饰在表面的，也是增加美味的。
I pre-measured the butter just so we don't make too much of a mess. And we have to add the salt and the baking powder to that. Mix it up, and
我们为了就提前量好了今天所需要的面粉，它是因为我们今天还是要做双份儿，所以呢是单份是1/2杯，但是双份呢就是1杯面粉。
So we're actually once again making a double batch. So we'll put in the 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So that's for a double batch.
一个分量呢是1/2勺这个泡打粉，但是我们做双份，所以用了1勺。
So it just needs a little bit of salt, which is 1/8 of a cup in the 1/8 of a teaspoon in the half recipe, the regular recipe. The double recipe, that's a 1/4 teaspoon. Did I get it right? Yes.
Yes, good job.
Good,
所以呢，双份量呢，盐呢是1/4小勺，一份呢就是1/8。Pretty good， 特别不容易啊，能够让每次记着做双份的量。这个也在I'm talking about the hard to keep remembering double size.
Yes. So there we go. So that is. So we'll set that aside for a minute, and we'll come back to that later. So what do we have to do next here? We've got the butter melted. We need to beat the eggs.
我们下面接着要做的呢，就是要把双份的要把双份的鸡蛋呢，先把它要打散哈。
So we're beating the eggs. Doesn't take long.
这个打鸡蛋呢，像咱们平时做汤呢，就打到这样就可以了。
Do you want to add the sugar while I'm beating away here? How's that?
Yeah, gradually or?
Yeah, sort of gradually.
Okay. 现在把这个红糖加进去。
See, it's good to have 4 hands when you're baking. You see?
你看，又是团队合作的一个实力好处。
But sometime we'll have to do. Well, maybe you have to make one of Penny's top secret recipes.
Oh, my secret recipe?
You've got secret recipes.
What's that?
You do. I've had some.
他说呢，一直想尝试我的美女私房菜，他特别喜欢。
That is, add the chocolate mixture in the vanilla. So how much vanilla do we need?
How much vanilla is a single size?
So
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon, right?
对，我们要用双份，就是 double size， 然后就是要用这个2勺，要1 teaspoon。
You know the expression double your money, double your pleasure?
I wanted to know. 他说双倍的快乐 pleasure.
Pleasure, yeah. So we can say this sort of applies to brownies. If you have two instead of one, you double your pleasure, right?
他说做双份的布朗尼也代表了可以收获双份的快乐，就是要达到这个程度啊，这个程度叫 light and fluffy。fluffy 是蓬松的 F-L-U-F-F-Y。
Okay, so I think what we should do is we'll add the nuts.
It's and I guess.
Yeah,
according to the.
We'll put this in now.
现在把这个核桃碎呢加到面粉里面，就是干粉的混合物。我们已经加了泡打粉还有盐。
I had a big spoon, but I'll use the guashan here.
Spatula.
So we just put this in here like this.
现在呢，就是把所有的干料和湿料混合了。
Do you think you can wait long enough till this cooks? Doesn't it look wonderful? So we mix this up.
他刚才在说，看着很好的样子，你是不是已经迫不及待了，等不及了 ？Can't wait, right? You are cooking.
I was thinking it looks a little light. We forgot to put the chocolate in. So here we go. This is the chocolate and the butter. And this will make it look the right color.
现在呢，把这个主角加进来了，就是刚才黄油 butter 还有巧克力，用了hot water 让它融化，然后混合成的这个主角液体，放进来。
We had this little metal bowl in a bowl of hot water to melt it all beforehand, and it seemed to do the trick. But when you do this, you'll notice that the butter will melt before the chocolate. But with some patience, it will all mix properly in the end.
事实上，我们今天用的是这个巧克力块，然后呢，一个 size 的呢是用2 ounce。2 ounce 呢，在这里面也就是28克，28克一个小方块，正好是这个已经弄好的一个尺寸，所以你打开之后会看到一个一个小方块，就是1个 ounce。
We have a 9 by 13 pan.
9 by 13.
Yes.
9乘13 inch.
Inches, yeah. And so
9乘13英寸的这个烤盘。
The recipe actually calls, if you just do a single recipe, it calls for an 8 by 8 pan. But doing the math, 2 8 by 8 pans is 128 square inches, and this is a 9 by 13, which is, I don't know, it's less. So, but what it means actually is that the chocolate brownies will be a little thicker because this pan is a little bit smaller than 2 8 by 8 pans. So,
对，我们知道那个对，
look at this
就是
stuff.
做一个分量的布朗尼呢，要用8乘8英寸的盘子，但是我们今天要做2份，我们手边用的这个盘子是9乘13。那会数学比较强的，比赵老师厉害的朋友可以算一下，这个盘子是不是正好还是偏小了？如果偏小了呢，那我们做出来的布朗尼就会比平时看到的要厚一些。
So this looks good. Looks like I might know. It's interesting with the cooking instructions. It says that when it's done, it'll be gooey in the middle, but firmer on the edges, and so that's sort of interesting. One of the issues I'm finding is, especially for these moisture things, is to know how long to bake it. Every oven is a little bit different. And with one recipe, I had to bake it 2 or 3 times until I got the timing just right. So, but anyway, I had lots of whatever I was baking, so that was good too, right? When it heats up, it sort of evens out, but I try to get it more or less even throughout the pan.
就尽量把它弄得很均匀 ，even，E-V-E-N，
Even.
Even.
Even. Flat.
Yeah.
Oh, so there we go. There it is in the pan. And the oven is on at 350, and it says 20 to 30 minutes. So we'll in the meantime we'll make the icing, and then hopefully the brownies will cool enough that we can put the icing on it and get that done today. So
好的，我们现在把它放入烤箱，烤箱的温度提前设置好了350度，然后要烤20到30分钟。那在这个过程中呢，我们会做装饰它的那个冰糖粉，这样希望它等它烤好了以后呢，冷却下来，我们就可以装饰，完成最后一步，就可以品尝了。
Well, ready to make some icing?
哇，现在来做糖霜了，冰糖霜。
So we've actually blended the butter in a bit of icing, and we have mixed 2 cups of icing sugar with a 1/4 cup of Fry's cocoa.
这个呢，这个是冰糖粉和这个 cocoa 粉混合的干粉。
So we need to. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. 这个是冰糖粉和那个黄油混在一起的，然后我们再加一点牛奶。所以
it said 3 tablespoons of milk.
就是3个，这个是 TBSpoon， 是大的2勺，要3个2勺的牛奶。
So we'll put that in there.
现在把它们混到一起。
The pots are looking well used today. There's icing sugar and flour and.
这里面呢是放了2杯的冰糖粉，冰糖粉，然后呢，刚才又加了3勺的牛奶，所以一共就是这些混合物。现在把它mix even.
Yes. Whoops.
Okay.
Good thing I got an apron on. Watch your pretty dress.
这个要把它搅拌均匀。
So we'll mix this up, and we'll see you after the brownies come out of the oven, and we'll look at icing.
我们把它混合均匀之后呢，等那个布朗宁出炉之后，稍微凉一凉，就可以用这个粉去装饰了。
So we'll look at icing the brownies then and make some tea. Okay?
记得准备好茶哦。
Okay, well the timer has gone. We can smell chocolate, and we'll just see how they are. So there we are. Isn't that beautiful? So what it says is it's a little soft in the middle and firmer on the edge. So what will happen is that as it cools, it will firm up. And you want the chocolate brownies a little gooey, right? Moist and tasty. Well, here we go. Penny's smiling. It looks good.
Smell good more than smiling. 哇，味道好极了，还没就是闻到的。Yeah.
Now with the icing, 准备好吗？
准备好了 ，ready to go.
So ready to go. So we've got it mixed up. Chris did a lot of work on this off camera. So we'll put some of this on the top.
我们现在把这个刚才做的这个糖霜放到布朗宁的表面。
Tell you what, you scrape that off with the knife. How's that? And then back to needing 3 or 4 hands in the kitchen, right? So it's still a little warm. The brownies, I can see the icing starting to melt, but it'll settle down as time goes on, and we'll come back when we've got it done, and we'll have a cup of tea or coffee and a piece of brownie. How's that?
我觉得咖啡，赵老师推荐喝黑咖啡配布朗尼。Yeah, I said you recommend the black coffee because the bit tasty and good match with this super sweet.
Well, here we are. You like that?
太好看了，太香了 ，Yeah.
看起来非常好。
看起来不错，
Looks beautiful. And as I have been cleaning up a little bit, I've tasted a bit, and it's very tasty. So we cut some, but because brownies are still warm. They're not very firm, so it was a little messy. So we spared you that embarrassment. But
等待的过程实在是太煎熬了，它一定要等到凉了才好切。但是我们太想趁热尝尝了，所以就现在还不是太凉，就容易不成型。
So Penny has her coffee, and I have some tea, so I don't get.
You wanna try?
发疯了。
发疯了，他说他要是喝咖啡呢，
So
会 go crazy， 就是发疯，所以呢，我们还是没让他喝咖啡。
So choose your weapon. Shall we taste a little bit?
选择武器，然后对。
It's pretty soft, isn't it? They'll firm up as they cool, so they're pretty good.
非常松软，并且呢，里面的核桃有这种层次感，真的很好吃，味道特别的十足啊！不得不试你们，非常棒。
Tastes so
We
good.
did it.
Tastes so good. I'm gonna have more.
配上咖啡。
So
下次再见吧，让我们
Yeah.
see you again.
enjoy your chocolate brownies. See you soon.
See you.
Bye bye.